weekly go-to source for the best small-cap headlines for over 65 million investors since 2007. So look, what do a staggering 2,000-gram gold intercept in Ontario and a French Special Forces operative have in common? Right now, we're doing a deep dive into how extreme outliers are forcing the market to just completely reevaluate small-cap valuations. This is your breaking look at the raw catalysts hitting the wires today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look past all the broad market noise, it really always comes down to concrete, undeniable metrics. We're tracking this fascinating through line today, looking at how companies are, aggressively moving to de-risk operations while simultaneously hunting for massive upside.
Right, so let's start with the ultimate upside in the hard asset space. Metals Creek Resources Corp, trading under the symbol MEK, they just dropped some seriously eye-watering assay results from their Ogden project up in Timmins, Ontario.
Oh yeah, these numbers will literally stop you mid-scroll. So whole TOG 2676, it returned 115.51 grams per ton, gold over 9.85 meters. But the sub-interval...
Literally the 2,050 grams?
Exactly, yeah. 2,050 grams per ton, gold over just half a meter, and it features very strong visible gold.
I mean, that's like finding a literal golden needle in a geological haystack. You're usually thrilled to find a paperclip's weight of gold, and MEK basically pulled a solid gold watch out of a shoebox-sized rock.
So did Power Metallic Mines Inc., symbol PNPN, deliver similar shockwaves?
Well, they did report a massive polymetallic intercept, yeah. 36.42 meters of 2.83% copper equivalent near the surface at their Lion Zone. But honestly, the strategic move here is just as critical.
Wait, what strategic move?
Yeah, so at their annual meeting, they officially increased their quorum threshold to 33 1/3%. CEO Terry Lynch stated this is designed to unlock a, quote, significant re-rating opportunity.
Okay, wait, I'm stuck on this quorum threshold thing. I mean, PNPN hit great copper numbers, but why would changing a boring boardroom voting rule suddenly open the door to a major U.S. exchange listing? Like, how does that actually work? Right, so major U.S. exchanges like the NASDAQ Q or NYSE, they require stricter corporate governance to protect investors like you. And one of those baseline rules is that a higher percentage of shareholders, a third in this case, must be present to vote on major changes.
Ah, I see. So by legally altering their articles to meet that higher threshold now, PNPN is actively removing a regulatory roadblock to uplist.
Exactly. It's essentially corporate de-risking at its finest.
Which connects perfectly to what's happening in the broader energy sector with environmental de-risking. Zafiro Methane Corp, symbol ZEFI, they just announced a teaming agreement with the Well Done Foundation to plug 10 orphan wells in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, orphan wells are basically these abandoned oil and gas holes that just continuously leak methane. They're massive environmental and regulatory liabilities. So ZEFI is stepping in to cap them.
And I saw CEO Catherine Flax noted this secures a, quote, steady book of business into 2027 for them.
Right, which is huge for their revenue visibility.
Plugging old wells is a solid defensive play, definitely. But how is HPQ Silicon Inc., symbol HPQ, playing aggressive offense in the defense sector?
Well, through their subsidiary Novacium and a partnership with Offset Links, they're deploying advanced hydrogen and battery tech into global defense markets. The real headline here is their new hire.
Oh, the Special Forces guy.
Yeah, Jean Florentin. He brings 15 years of operational experience from the French Special Forces.
I mean, hiring a Special Forces operator for an energy tech company is wild to me. Why not just hire a standard corporate sales executive?
Because, selling autonomous systems to the military, it isn't about traditional sales pitches. You need someone who actually understands the battlefield logistics of keeping a drone powered in hostile territory.
Right, so translating lab tech into actual field execution. That bridges the gap perfectly to nextech3d.ai, symbol NTAR. They're doing basically the exact same thing, but for the corporate workplace, with their new Crafty Lab Intelligence AI platform.
Yeah, CEO Evan Gappelberg emphasized their goal is connecting workforce insights with, quote, actionable programs and measurable outcomes.
But how does this AI actually stop that endless corporate survey fatigue we all know and hate?
Well, instead of constantly asking employees how they feel through manual forms, the AI actively analyzes passive workforce data. It looks at the actual operational friction points and suggests real structural changes.
Bypassing the survey entirely. That is all about execution. So look, whether these companies are pulling high-grade copper out of the ground or pushing AI into the boardroom, these are the concrete catalysts that absolutely warrant a closer look from you, the listener.
They really are. And it leaves you with something to think about on your own. When evaluating small-cap growth triggers in a highly volatile market, which is a more reliable indicator of long-term value, a massive geological drill intercept or a strategic high-level corporate pivot?